It was interesting to see the through points too of people talking about universal design principles and fostering competency and capability, and just the language that they used, peer learning. There were lots of overlaps. Lauren Dudley had learning as a social endeavor, that she puts that in her syllabus, and that resonates so much with me and how I think of myself as a learning facilitator, and with social learning theory also. We can see that in what Lauren wrote about, that there's no one way to be a chemist. That she had to learn that herself as a student way back when, that to have a faculty member see her and say, hey, I see who you are. I see what you're bringing into this space. I think you've got some gifts that can contribute to this field. Not just be an observer in this field, not just do what you're told on the assignments, but be someone producing interesting chemistry. And that she could take that identity on and now design really wonderful courses, this really challenging organic chemistry course that she showcased, to help them say, I can understand this and I can take on this material and this way of being into my own self, and make it that I'm the only chemist that's the way that I've ever been. I'm a unique chemist. There's never been a chemist like me. I think that's beautiful. I love how she wrote about that. So that's the spirit I think we can cultivate in these spaces. If we see students as whole beings that we can help to grow, rather than incomplete beings that we need to complete. I think there's a difference there. And then we're focusing on the person, we're not focusing on the content. So that's what I love fostering, to help faculty members build those systems, but then faculty members build those systems in so many different ways. Matthew Miller talked about that, and how what he's trying to do is to bring people into practice, to say, what does it mean to be an educator? How do I think of myself in that space? What can I do in a given situation in order to try to take advantage of the social engagement that we have, the responses that I'm getting from the students that I'm working with, what's happening in my own mind and my own body, and to do that iteratively, and to do that in community with other students, so that they're watching each other, they're giving each other feedback. He's able to be a participant alongside them, giving them feedback, helping them think about things that are informing their practice, think about and observe what the other students are doing. All of that is recognizing them as really whole, complicated people on their own educational learning journey. So there's the reflection dimension that he's helping them disentangle. Then there's the present practice that he's helping them experience as a teacher. So he's designing learning spaces for them, all anticipating them creating learning spaces for other people in the future. And holding all of that in one class, holding those different dimensions, the past, present, and future all together, is such a challenging, wonderful thing to do. But he really honored the complexity of that work that those people are going to go off and do, and all the thousands of lives that they will shape doing that work will be so shaped by how he's crafted that classroom. Thinking about Christine Johnson, the wiki that she and her students are doing, helping create a public history resource, and that they feel like they're making a difference. That's the core of what we're trying to do, is to help people learn how to make a difference and experience that in themselves, and know that they're capable of doing that in the future. What else are we doing here? So they're not talking about public history, they're doing public history. And the students feel so powerfully that they're making a difference, because they are making a difference. That's what we love helping people design, and that's what we see faculty doing all across Western in all different disciplines. But the ones that we're showcasing in this year are doing a magnificent job of that in their own disciplines.